dude, I make 6 figures off social media. You know what I'm saying? Off social media alone, not to mention the word of mouth that I get. You know what I'm saying? But off social media alone, I generate a 6-figure income. So I have to be there. You have to be there. Entrepreneurs, you got to be there. CNAs, you got to show up. You just got to maximize the time that you're there. Like, don't waste the time. Like, I wait, God, when I die and go to heaven, God gonna say, you spent a lot of time on social media, bro. You spent a lot, but I wasn't on there doing a whole lot of horses. We work with high-powered entrepreneurs. And you don't have to be high-powered when you come to us. You just have to aspire to be high-powered, right? We work with them. We help them attract their ideal client. We help them sell higher ticket items. We help them multiply their income. So if you want to get to the money a little bit faster, you want to secure more money, get there faster, you want to not charge 15, this is the cheat code.
Yeah.
This is the cheat code to getting more money.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Behind the Scrubs, Life of a CNA. I am your host, Will Fletcher. Today we have a special guest. All our guests are special. Today I got my brother in the building. Introduce yourself, bro.
Hey, what's going on, man? I'm Jarvis Relapper. I am the Master Brand Architect, Brand New Consulting Group. Man, I'm just happy to be here today. Thank you for having me, bro.
No problem. Long overdue, ain't it?
It is. But you've been cooking, man. I've been watching you and Key. Y'all been cooking, man. I'm just super excited to be a part of what you got going, man. Proud of you. Just super proud of you, man.
I appreciate it. You instilled that in me.
We kind of came up in this, man. We came up in this together, man. I feel like we grew up in this entrepreneurship game together, and we pushed each other, bro. Like, keep pushing. Like that's your brand. So we had a conversation earlier today, and it was just about like, hey, man, I feel the same way you feel, but as leaders in the marketplace, we got to keep pushing. And so that's what your apparel brand is about. Keeping pushing.
That's what we've been doing.
Yeah, that's what we got to do. We're gonna die if we don't, you know.
Today we're gonna get into everything I do is, motivational, educational, inspirational, and I've got to the point now where I got the certification game under control. People come to me, get certified, get off to work, but they missing a little bit of it. They need a little more help than I could provide. So that's why I called in the big guns. So today, guys, we're going to get into how to brand yourself as a new CNA, as a veteran CNA, potential entrepreneur. So Jarvis is a brand strategist, brand expert. He always try to be a little shy, but what he took me from barely 6 figures to now I ain't even got to worry about it. So
we ain't talk about it no more. We don't even talk about it no more. I got you.
So tell us, what is a brand?
So I think the term brand is so big and it's a massive term. Even though it's just 5 letters, it's a massive term. But to put it in layman's terms, to make it simple, your brand is your reputation. It is what when people see what you do, when they see your face, the thought that comes to their mind is your brand. When they see your logo, the thought that comes to mind is indicative of your brand. That's a representation of your brand. So your brand is really the perception, the idea, the concept, the whatever comes to mind, whatever comes to heart when people see or hear your business name, right? So when you hear McDonald's, what's the first thing that comes to mind for you?
Them arches.
The arches, the fries.
Right.
Like, that's the brand. The smell of the fries, and fries real good when they have. That's their brand.
Yeah.
Is it always the cleanest? Probably not. But
we don't care nothing about that.
We care about them fries. You know what I'm saying? So that's the brand. So that's what came to mind. So that's what we always will remember McDonald's for. So you gotta, when we're talking about branding, when we're talking about building a brand, that's really what you have to think about. What are my peers? What are my consumers? What are my potential clients? What do my clients think about me when they hear my name, when they hear my voice, when they see my brand, when they see my logo, when they see my marketing material? What comes to mind?
Okay.
And that's what a brand is. It's the fragrance of your business. That's your brand. If it stinks,
so also how it makes you feel.
Absolutely. So yeah. So when we see things, I'm trying to think of a brand that he most appealing. the LeBron James brand
Okay.
evokes a feeling for me. It's like, you know what I mean? I don't like the guy, but I love what he's built. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not a
Okay.
LeBron James fan, but I love what he stands for, and I love what his brand stands for. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like the flopping, and I don't like the, but is that a part of his brand? Yeah, but and it puts a feeling in me. I'm like, I could do without LeBron, but
Okay.
I like the business acumen. I love every first active billionaire playing the game. Like, you can't deny that. First guy to play with his son, you can't deny that. Like, he has some very standout qualities about his brand. Even though I don't like some personal characteristics about him, his brand is dope. He has a dope brand.
Because I knew you was coming on today, so I was thinking to myself what I feel like a brand is, and then I started thinking some of the brands that we're accustomed to. So I thought of like Frosted Flakes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing but sugar.
Nothing but sugar. Sugar on top
Frosted
of
Flakes.
sugar.
Oh, but what it made me feel was like it was Saturday morning. I was watching cartoons in my drawers.
Yep.
I like that.
Yep.
Forget the juvenile diabetes that's caused. Forget the lactose intolerance from the milk.
Forget
I
type
know
1
it's gonna be a
diabetes.
toy. It's gonna be a toy at the bottom of this box.
Absolutely.
And my man Tony the Tiger gonna tell me I'm great.
Yep.
So I'm like,
that's it.
That's strong.
That's the brand.
Okay.
And they're living today based off of that brand. Kids don't eat Frosted Flakes no more. We eat it.
Right.
We eat it because that's what we grew up on. Kids don't eat Frosted Flakes today. Kids don't even eat cereal. Kids are vegans now. Like, they doing some different stuff now. But
they eat crab legs for breakfast.
Right, exactly. But you're absolutely right. Like, that is an excellent example of what a brand is. Excellent.
Okay, so for my graduates, they have a few options when they graduate. We put them through the 6-week program, prepare them for the state exam above everything else. But what makes my program different is I also let them know what's going on in real life.
Okay.
Like I told you in our pre-call, is like 60,000 active CNAs in Georgia, but I need our graduates, our listeners, our viewers to be able to separate themselves from those other 60,000, because it's not just working in a nursing home. Some of them may want to do private duty. Some of them may want to be employers eventually. And if you allow yourself to get caught up in what the other 60,000 are doing, well, how is that going to help you in your future endeavors? It's not.
It doesn't help at all. It doesn't help at all. Looking across the aisle is only good like when you're trying to get some motivation. When you're trying to, but like there's a picture I'm gonna have to share with you, but it's a photo of Michael Phelps, and he's in the pool swimming during the Olympics. And then there's another guy, they're in the pool swimming. It's almost like you know how they shoot. And you can see Michael Phelps, like, he's mid-stride, but you can see
peeking over.
You can see the other guy peeking over, seeing what he's doing, and he lost. Like, he lost. So you watching. If you're watching the game, you're not playing. And so it's very important. Like, look for motivation, but don't look during the game. Look in the off season. Look during practice. Look during timeout. Don't look during the game. When you mid stride, you gotta really get to it. Like, you know what I mean? So I tell a lot of people that, like, look for motivation, look for inspiration, but don't look while competing.
Okay.
Don't look while competing. You gotta. I don't look at what other branding companies are doing, like, right now. Now, in my down season, I'm on vacation. I might go take a look and see what such. But I want to stay true to me, and I want to stay true to what we do. Okay. And the thing about it is, there are 60,000 CNAs in the state of Georgia right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
But there's only one you, and you have a unique quality.
Correct.
That the other 60,000 people don't have. And that's you. You are the unique quality. Your interpersonal brand is that unique quality. Mm-hmm. And I teach my clients all the time, that's your standout quality. That's how we stand out amongst I work with tons of realtors. Okay. It's probably twice as many realtors in Georgia. How do our realtors stand out? Well, we push out their standout quality. They're who they are as people, and they win with it. They win because they're them. They're
Got it.
them, and that's what we exploit. I don't like to use the word exploit, but I take their personalities and I exploit their personalities. It
Yeah.
shines in
Tap
their
in.
photos, it shines in their graphics, it shines in their videos, it shines in and it shines on their websites, it shines when they go out in the marketplace, it shines during open houses, it shines during closing, it shines.
Right.
So that's what we would have to do with our CNAs.
When the average person thinks of branding, they think about product and service. We're talking about a personal brand.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't trying to put you on the spot, but I know you got it. If there was some ABCs to creating and developing your personal brand,
Mm-hmm.
give me some ABC. Give me A.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I put my clients on the spot all the time, and I love it. So this is my chance to show y'all I can do this. I do this, right? So the first thing that you want to do is you want to get clear. You have to get crystal freaking clear about what it is you want to do. So we all know, and correct me if I'm wrong, Will, CNA is just the first step.
Yeah, many use it as a stepping stone. Correct.
It's the first step. Give me a percentage of CNAs where CNA is the end game for them. Out of 60,000,
right?
How many out of that group CNA is the end all be all? That was the goal for them.
A very small percentage.
Got you. So we have to be crystal clear. Do we want to go CNA, then LPN, then RN, then nurse practitioner, then doctor? Like, where do we want to go with this? And so I believe, and Will, I know your class, your certification class helps map this out for them. It helps map out their journey. So first you got to do is you got to get crystal clear about what you want to do and where you want to go, right? Okay. Then you get with Will, you get with Will in his certification class, and he will help you get to where it is you want to go. No,
we create a roadmap. Yeah,
absolutely. Create the roadmap. So that's the direction. That's the direction thing that you want to do. So A is get clear. B, I think you got to clean up. B is clean up. So that means we talked about it in the pre-call. You might be able to pass a resume check.
Okay.
Can you pass the social media check?
Right. Okay.
So
talk about it.
Once I get clear about this is what I want to do, I know, let's just me for example, I know I want to be a nurse practitioner.
Okay.
I know I didn't graduate college. I know I barely finished high school because I had to help my mother and father make money. I had to do whatever I had to do to help them. So I barely finished high school. I didn't go to college because I had to help raise my brothers and sisters. Mm-hmm. So I enroll in your certification class. I know I'm gonna start at the CNN. I know I'm gonna start at the CNA route, right? And then I'm gonna work my way up to the LPN, and then I'm gonna work my way up to the RN. I'm gonna have to do a little schooling, but I'm gonna be getting on the job training. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Correct.
I'm getting this on the job training as I move up the ranks. So what you have to think about is if I'm going to be a CNA, I have direct connection, direct access to the public. Yeah. My clients are going to be my community.
Right.
Whether I like it or not, my clients are in my community. Whether I start my own agency or work for one, my clients are in my community. So think about the people that have to hire you.
Yeah.
So we're clear about what we want to do. Now we got to clean up what we've done. If your social media pages got dope, your social media pages got you twerking all over your social, I am not hiring you to come and look after my grandma.
Right.
I'm not hiring you to come and look after my grandfather. I'm sorry. I'll get somebody else to do it. And so I would say A, get clear. B, clean up.
Mm-hmm.
C, I would say you have to move in confidence. You have to confidently move within that roadmap. Every you have to move with intention. It has to be intentional. It has to be intentional. So we talked about branding. I'm branching off a little bit. We talked about branding and we talked about cleaning up that social media. And the reason why we're cleaning up that social media is so that we can be more attractive to those that want to hire us for the services that we provide. Right. So you clean up, you look the part, you show up the part, you look good on paper, now you look good online, Now you look hireable. Not so now we're I go look at, oh, she's a clean girl. She's this, she's that. She doesn't do this, she doesn't do that. She's made a really dope post about this. Show your personality, because that is again what separates you from the other 59,999 CNAs in the world. Right. You got to shine through your personality. And if you got an ugly personality, this might not be the line of work for you.
It ain't for everybody.
It ain't for everybody.
You gotta have it in your heart.
Right. So if you've done all the steps, if you contacted Will, it better be in your heart. You know what I'm saying? Like it got to be in your heart. So if I had to give the ABCs, I would say first you want to do is get crystal clear about what you want to do, then clean up. After you clean up, then you have to move in confidence. Everything that you do has to be with confidence and intention. And that's where it is. That's, to me, those are the ABCs. Those are the first steps.
You ain't even realize what you just did. Now I asked for the ABCs. You gave me the triple C's. That's dope too.
Oh wow! Wow!
You gotta coin that.
Wow! Yeah. But I mean, that's it. So, and then we talked about in the pre-call about some people want to just go and start their own agency, right? And they want to, but it's my belief that you can't coach if you ain't never played.
It's rough.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You can't coach the game if you ain't never played. Now, I have learned that the trashier players are the better coaches.
Correct.
I have learned that
because they received the most coaching during their playing time.
That's it. They heard the coach the most.
I ain't got to talk to LeBron that much.
Exactly.
But you keep
exactly. So I believe that the best players, the best coaches, have played some. They have some playing experience. So you can't go off and do your own agency without playing in the game a little bit. So I think probably a year or so. I mean, that's more of your expertise, your lane. Yeah. Is it a year? What do you recommend in terms of if I want to go? If my roadmap is for me to start an agency, where do I start? Or how long should I be a CNA before I go start my agency?
At very minimum, I would say at least get 6 months experience as a CNA. Okay. And like anything else in life, if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, get you a group of people. And you just put me on to something. You're talking to me about coaching and mentorship. So if that's truly their goal and their vision, they want to have an agency, you're gonna have to get with somebody who started one.
Absolutely.
Or who has one now, or the one maybe the people who you work for, learn all you can from them. So a mentorship, I would add.
This is true. And we're always training our competitors.
Correct.
So even though it's everybody that come through your class, come through your school, 5 years from now they're gonna start their own school. Some of them, a few of them, and we're training. But that's a part of leadership that you have to accept that from the beginning. That if I'm going to be a leader, I'm going to train, I'm going to coach. There's going to be people that I trained and coached that are coming for my job, that are coming for my clients, that are coming for my position in the marketplace. So I think as long as that's like the first lesson that you understand, I think you're good to go, man. I think you're good. So you say 6 months in the game.
Yeah, get you some experience.
Okay.
Find out if you even like it.
True. Because it's a dirty job, right?
It is a thankless job.
Thankless job.
I tell my students, you're going to get all of the blame and none of the credit.
Wow. Okay.
So we get in real quick. We in every facility. Let's use nursing home. You get audited by the state every year. They come in, make sure we're doing what we're supposed to do. Let's say something ain't right. They checked on the unit and somebody's sheet's dirty. So we gotta find out why the sheet's dirty. We're gonna have to fix it. They come into the CNAs first to fix whatever the issue is.
Okay.
Right? We get it all tip top, nice and shiny. They come back. We pass with flying colors. Actually, we did so good. We got the attention of the mayor's office. They want to come do a story about this outstanding facility. That morning, it's gonna be the owners, executive director, all the management and ownership. They're not even gonna mention the actual people who did the work.
Was on the ground.
You got to be okay with that.
So if you want credit and notoriety,
this ain't it.
This ain't it. So how long do I have to be a part of your certification course before I can get into the field?
A lot of my students get hired before they even finish the class.
Wow. Wow.
It's a you can write your own ticket right now. CNA is a huge demand. A lot of people left the field when COVID came, right? People move on to other fields. It's hard work. They it's hard on your back. Some people were CNA. Yeah, some people were CNAs, now they nurses. So those jobs are open. It's constant turnover. So it's a high demand job right now, and you could pretty much write your own ticket. So that's why we preach to our group that is, if you just want to be a CNA, that's fine and dandy, but it's so much more out there.
Right. So much more money out there.
It is.
What's the price range? Talk to me, like, what's the salary range for starting CNA to an experienced CNA, and after CNA is LPN, correct?
For the most part, you can go straight to RN, but that's the ladder most people create. They're comfortable with, and that's fine too. But I tell my students not to accept less than $15.
Okay.
And I'm in a couple of Facebook groups. Those are helpful sometimes if you're there for the right reason.
Right.
I've seen anywhere from $15 to $40, but $40 is probably agency or travel work or hazard pay during a pandemic or something. But it's whatever you negotiate, really. Because if I had a home care agency for a hot second, this was 2017. I was charging $35 an hour to the person who needed help, and I'll pay I don't know what I was paying back then, probably $12. So, what side do you want to be on? You want to be on the side to get $12, or you want to be the one sending the invoice?
Thanks. I'm sending the invoice. I want to send the invoice.
Thanks.
So okay, cool. So what is LPN? What does that stand for?
Licensed practical nurse.
Okay.
That's me. There's usually a 1-year diploma. It's a license though. CNA is a certification.
Okay.
And LPN and RN are state licenses.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So you have a unique outlook on the whole networking thing. I want you to talk to them about that. You said you don't need 10 million followers on social.
You don't need 10,000, 100 million followers. You don't need it. You really only need about a good 100.
Okay.
And then you need a strong brand presence.
Okay.
Because the thing of it is what's attractive attracts.
Magnetic, right?
Magnetic. Anything that is attractive will attract. So when it comes to building that brand, and we're creating attractive brand assets, a brand asset is your photos, your video, your logo. Those are your assets, right? And as long as those, and this is where a lot of business owners go wrong, they do it themselves, they don't know how to do it, and they think that they're going to get by with it. And they don't realize that so many businesses get overlooked because their branding assets are less than standard. So a lot of us think that, oh, I was cool in high school. Oh, I was the starting quarterback. Oh, I was the lead cheerleader. Oh, I was valedictorian. I'm sorry, man. I'm at the studio. So a lot of people think like that. And when they think like that, they think that because when I was a quarterback, I never played quarterback, but I'm just, when I was a quarterback in high school, I didn't have to go to class all the time, and I still got an A. When I was a quarterback, I didn't have to go to study hall, and the coach never said nothing to me. When I was a quarterback, I didn't have to go volunteer. The nonprofit organization just gave me credit for doing it and told my coaches in my school that I did it already. So they're used to taking shortcuts.
Right.
They're used to taking shortcuts. So when we get to the marketplace and we're still living off what we did in high school, you follow me? We still living.
They still pulling out VHS tapes,
bro. I like tapes, CDs. You know what I'm saying? But that's and so they think that they can get over in today's marketplace, living, and it happens. I'm gonna be honest, it happens in these small towns.
Okay.
It happens in these smaller towns, but it happens in Atlanta too.
Okay.
It happens in Atlanta too, but I see it a lot in the smaller towns. Okay. I see it where it's rampant, man. So these people think that they still living that high school. And so they bring it to the marketplace. Subpar shortcut logos, shortcut photo shoots, shortcut video content. And what people see, consumers see it, they see your stuff shortcut. And let's talk about it, man. Can we talk about it? Is this a racial fluid conversation?
It's a safe space.
Safe space. So, and this is why I got into the business, because our counterparts, they don't take the shortcuts.
Right.
When have you seen a white boy with a cartoon logo? There's not a kid. There's not a child.
You're just not doing anime or something, right?
Yeah, it's not skateboarding.
Right.
Like, when have you seen a legitimate business, a legitimate law firm, a legitimate realtor, a legitimate educator, a legitimate whatever, with a cartoon logo? But you see us with it.
Yeah.
You see us with it. And that's another psychology thing. That's a vanity thing. But what I'm saying all this to say, we tend to take shortcuts, and you cannot afford to take shortcuts with your brand.
Right.
Because I'm working on this concept, but you have to do so much to overcome like one bad branding offense.
It's over.
It takes 7 positive actions to overcome that branding offense, and then it still takes time.
Chris Brown,
he's still getting work for what he did 10 years ago.
Yeah,
they still crucifying him for what he did 10 years ago. Just last year, he got kicked off of the NBA celebrity game. Yeah, because Rihanna was a partner with Ruffles. She just did a Ruffles commercial, and they were like, nah. And Ruffles was a sponsor for the NBA.
Conflict of interest, yeah.
Yeah, they were like, nah. And he mad, but I get it. But it takes 7. What has Chris Brown done to, other than apologize and continue to make music, to rectify that offense? Right. He's really done nothing other than apologize.
Right.
So he has to do 7. I probably don't know what those 7 things are, and knowing us, we wouldn't forgive him anyway. So
right.
What I'm saying is, if you step out with a poor logo, and you ride that logo for 2-3 years, or you come out with camera phone photos or AI photos, and you ride that for 2 or 3 years, and then you try to pop out fresh, they're gonna remember you. You the girl that had the AI blazer. You the girl that had the bust down middle part from that with the AI app. Nah, you ain't holding my grandma. Nah,
right.
I ain't playing with you. So we have to come out the right way.
So, and earlier, before our generation, it was a lot simpler, right? You could just you show up for work every day, prepared to work, do your job, and maybe you'll get recognized and get a promotion. And that ain't 2025 work, is it?
It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be, man. I'm so pro entrepreneurship, man. But I understand that there is a crawling period before the walking period. So, yeah, man, you can get your own raise.
Yeah.
You can get your own raise. And I had to learn that the hard way, man. I was working corporate banking for 10 years. And I may have made an additional, mind you, let's keep it a buck. I'm a college grad where I was getting like $16 an hour. I made more money when I was 13 years old than I did as a grown man working at a corporate bank.
Right. With a boss.
With a boss. Somebody telling me what to do. And then I got a manager underneath my boss that's telling me what to do.
Younger than you.
Right. So I'm saying all of that to say that the days of old are old, and we don't have to wait around for a raise anymore. They know you. Join the class, join the certification course, get certified, start at 15, but you don't have to stay there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, those days of going to work every day, hoping somebody recognize you, hoping I was about to say massa, hoping boss gets hey man, Sophie
what it is, bro.
Work, man. She down there busting her tail. Like, nah, that's over with. That's over with. Those days are over with. Go in, bust your tail, learn what you need to learn. Everything is a stepping stone.
Right.
I don't look for any notoriety for what we do. I'm looking for the next client.
Okay.
That I can do more with. I create my raise. If I say I don't want to make, if I say I don't want to make the money I'm making anymore, I raise my prices.
Yeah. Just like that. Yeah.
I don't have to. Ain't nobody there. Now you gonna get turned down in the beginning,
Yeah,
but
you gotta be ready.
yeah, you just got to be ready for it. You just got to be ready for it. So
Okay.
yeah, those days are over with. No more waiting around. Take action. Those that are winning in the marketplace, or even those that are at the job.
Yeah.
The people that are progressing have an entrepreneur spirit. The people that have an employee spirit are the ones you're working for entrepreneurs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And those that are moving up in the company really, really fast, they know how to play the game, but they're playing the game with an entrepreneur spirit.
Yeah, and they have a end goal.
Absolutely.
You can be the best CNA in the world, and you working next to somebody crappy. Guess what? Y'all both getting $15.
Facts.
So what happens is you lose your momentum. You're like, well, they ain't doing half of what I'm doing, and we getting the same amount so I'm gonna slack off too.
Right.
But y'all ain't on the same trajectory. If you got a goal in mind, so you gotta like you say, be clear of where you going, where you headed, and get there. That y'all having two separate experiences. Now, when you become the boss, you're gonna know damn well you're not hiring that person.
Right. Exactly.
So you gotta look outside of yourself. And so would I hire me right now?
That's the question.
Yeah.
That's the question. Would I hire me right now? Would I allow me to handle my grandmother right now? Would I hire me to handle my grandfather? No. Right. Yeah. And if the answer is no, you got some work to do. You got some work to do. So I would hire me to handle my grandma, but then it'll be part-time though. It'll be like,
what's the balance? Is it all fun and no games until we make it, or how we let our hair down in the meantime?
Oh man, tough question. I'm Kobe.
What are we celebrating?
What are we celebrating? Yeah, job done. Job finished. Job ain't finished.
Right.
Job ain't finished. What am I happy about? I'm definitely of the school of the Mamba mentality. I rarely club. I rarely go out. I rarely party. I can't tell you the last club I went to. I can't tell you the last party I attended.
Mm-hmm.
I can't tell you. I might go to somebody's birthday dinner, celebrate their birthday. Yeah. But I can't tell you the last time I've been to a club. It's been 5 years.
Last time we seen each other in person, you were working.
We were at a club.
Yeah, and I couldn't even enjoy myself because I'm like, this ain't even that big. I could probably pack. He probably made about, let me see, everybody paid $50 to get in here. My brain is always, I can't even enjoy the moment.
Exactly. And I couldn't stay because I'm looking at all these people. I'm like, okay. And I'm looking at the Lamar. Shout out to Lamar.
Yeah, shout out to Lamar Hamby.
Shout out to Lamar. Animal, straight animal. Yeah. What he's doing, amazing. Hats off to my guy. But I can't even stay because it's like he's making money, the bartender's making money, the club's making money,
waitresses
making money, bartender making money, everybody here making money, but I'm off the clock. I ain't making no more money. I need to go to where I'm making some money. That was the last time I was in the club and we were working. You know what I'm saying? I was there. You were supporting, but I know your mind was working, Key's mind was working. Everybody was like, okay. Absolutely. So I'm looking for clients, and I had to go. I was like, I'm out. I gotta go. I can't stay at a party and just listen to music and vibe and dance and drink. I just can't do it.
Yeah.
When I get to where I want to go, when I get to where I want to be, I'll enjoy it, man. I'll party, I'll dance, I'll drink, I'll do whatever. But I'm grinding right now, man. I'm building. I don't have the time.
You guys made it this far in the record on the show. Thank you so much. We definitely appreciate you. I almost forgot. If you have my book From Student to Teacher, or you've seen me post about it, Jarvis is responsible for creating that book cover. And he's responsible for the images of me inside of the books. That's all him.
Man, I'm telling you, like when I met Will, we instantly clicked. I don't vibe with a lot of dudes, but Will, we brothers, like instantly, like, hey, sharing secrets, sharing tips. Hey, bro, this is how you get that kind of light. Oh, all right, cool. This is what I did. All right, cool. That's what I did. All right, bro, I'm gonna come follow you. I'm gonna come shadow you at the studio. All right, bro, I'm gonna be out to your studio. All right, cool, Brett. Like, hey, come check out my space and tell me what it's been love ever since. So anything that you ever need, bro, I'm always here.
That's a fact.
I'm always here. Your book, how's your book doing?
It's doing okay. I haven't been practicing what I preach, but I'm on it now.
Gotcha.
And it's constant. It's consistent now.
Gotcha. Push it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's it. That's all we gotta do is push, man. I gotta get back to pushing my book. I'm actually working on a new one. I ain't gonna say the name of it because I don't want nobody to take it to hear it yet, man. I gotta get a trademark and all that, but I'm working on a new one. So yeah, I'm gonna be following in your footsteps and seeing how to get this book thing going. So I'm gonna be tapping on you for some advice.
I appreciate it. And so, dude, for those of you who knew me, even just a couple years ago, while I was playing photographer, Mr. Jarvis was my mentor for sure. I knew nothing about nothing, and like I'm telling you guys to seek mentorship and coaching. I was watching him on Facebook for months, probably before I was even doing photography. And he was definitely different from everybody. He was a jerk, and I'm like, that's what I can rock with him. If I'm screwing up, he gonna tell me right to my face, like, nah, bro, that ain't it.
Look,
everybody that I knew in my circle were like, oh, them some great pictures. And I look back, I want to just punch everybody because it was horrible.
You weren't horrible, bro. Don't do that. Don't do
All
that.
Right, then.
I can't let you get off of that. Nah, man. He calls me a jerk, but we're really cut from the same cloth. Like he's the same guy. He's the same guy. We laugh at the same inappropriateness. We talk about the same, like we the same person. So much love, man. Nah, but your work was never bad, bro. You were never like poo. I done seen some poo, but the thing is, and that's another thing, man. You hit it. We have to maximize our mentorship.
Yeah.
A lot of people will latch on to you in the role because you listen. Will ain't said it yet. He hadn't announced it yet, but I'm going to announce it exclusively on the Behind the Scrubs podcast. Will is launching a coaching and mentorship program.
Thanks.
It's a subscription-based program that is going to help you go from regular life to CNA. That's the first tier, and then the second tier is going to take you from CNA to the next tier. Now, we're not talking about certification. We're talking about coaching and community. Right. And Will told me this in the pre-call. So I'm putting it out there. So now he has to do it.
Now I got to follow through.
Got to do it. He don't have a choice. He has to do it. And I look forward to creating the marketing for it. I look forward to creating the assets for it. I got you. I can't wait to see you grow from it, bro. I can't wait.
Bro, you don't work with some folks. I was doing my best not to bring it up, but you was in the kitchen with them pastries, weren't you?
Yeah. Yeah, I had an opportunity, man, to work with Angela Simmons. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Kalila for putting that together for us, man. Pleasure to work with. It's a fast-paced environment. Like, a lot of the times with my clients, I got all day to get the shot. Where you wouldn't believe it, but I may have had 14, 15 snaps to get it before it was like, all right, next.
You got to go.
Yeah, next outfit, next location, next scene. So it was like, it was a challenge. Luckily, out of them, and I said 15, but real talk, we probably only got like 9.
Okay.
And out of the 9, I think we nailed like 6. 6 out of the 9 were fire. Went on to go in the Essence magazine. Excuse me. Went to go on the Essence magazines. Slutty Vegan on the windows at Slutty Vegan. A lot of that work got published and went on to really make some waves. So shout out to Angela.
So you ain't just helping local jokers. You countrywide, nationwide.
We try to be international. It's an international thing, but yeah, I mean that's probably been the biggest client that we've had to date. Just in terms of relevance, we've had some large clients, Coca-Cola, T-Mobile, AT&T, but in terms of like social media presence,
who the average person would know.
Yeah. She was super cool, down to earth. Cool, man. It was a cool experience. Not only do we do we work with she launched was now a waffle and pancake line. It started out as a funnel cake brand. Okay. And now it's a waffle. I lost my voice. I'm sorry. Exactly. So now it's a waffle and a pancake brand. And so if you go to the website, all the imagery, we do all the photos for the website. We do everything. We are a branding and marketing partner with the Angela Cakes brand. It's a cool thing. I enjoy it. It's different at the next level, man.
You said something there. She started off as what?
It was a funnel cake. It was a funnel cake line.
And she shifted to.
She shifted because
That's what the people wanted, right?
The market wasn't as friendly to funnel cakes. Because when you think funnel cakes, what do you think?
The fair,
the carnival.
Once a year.
Boom. Pancakes and waffles every other morning.
Miss Simmons did not consult with you before getting into the funnel cake business.
Listen. Listen. I just worked that.
Right.
But yeah, the light bulb went off. Funnel cakes in carnivals, fairs, once a year, maybe twice. I've never made funnel cakes at home with my kids, but I have made pancakes. I have made waffles. I may do it twice a week, 3 times a week.
Now, everybody ain't gonna have a team that she has. How can our graduates? They don't even need a team they don't need a glam squad to have a professional attire, a professional look when approaching some of these clients to become their caregiver. Help us out there.
So visual assets are the most important part. You do have to look the part. Even if it's not you, even if it's not your vibe, even if it's not your judge, even though you don't get down like that, you have to look the part. And what does that mean? That means professional. We talked about professional visuals, professional visuals, professional photos, professional. A lot of the times, if you really on your job as a CNA, if you showed me how you got this client out of bed and how you cared for them, and you showed me with professional video, you got my business. Because if I had to think about it, how many are actually doing that? How many are giving me this tutorial? Okay, here's the steps to getting your father out of bed every morning. They're suffering from what is one of the major illnesses that majority of these people are.
So, stroke survivor.
Stroke survivor. This is how I get my stroke survivor out of bed each morning. First, I'm gonna do this. Second, I'm gonna do this. Third, now you're gaining my trust, because you took the professional route and you didn't do it with your cell phone. Now you took the professional route. I'm sorry, man. I feel like I'm in the bluff.
It's fitting. We talking about healthcare. Somebody having a medical emergency.
Gotcha. So with that being said, like, I think that I'm sorry, camera all in my face. So with that being said, you have to have professional assets, because the person with the professional video is going to get way further than the person that got their camera phone making those videos and talking into it's just more attractive.
Right.
And we talked about whatever is attractive attracts. Right. So if you want to attract more people that are stroke survivors, heart attack survivors, you want Bell's palsy, you want to work with more people in that area, you have to put that out. You have to.
2025 video is king. Photos just ain't gonna do it, is it?
No, you got to do both, because the person that you got to go the distance.
Yeah.
You have to go further than your competitor.
Right.
Everybody
doing photos.
Listen. Derek Blanks is doing this video thing. Derek Blanks is my competitor, right?
He's the standard in Atlanta.
He's the standard. This dude is doing some crazy stuff with video. Yeah. And I'm gonna tell you, and I'll probably never say this publicly, but it's exclusive on your show, right?
Yes, sir.
It is my intention. It is my goal to make other branding companies and other photographers feel like, damn, I'm not going that far. I'm not competing with that. I'm going to keep doing what I do. That is my job. That is my goal. I want you to feel like,
don't even try it.
Yeah. It's over with. Just go work at Target. Go work at Walmart. Just Amazon. That's what I want them to do, right? That's what I want them to do. When I see this stuff Derek Blanks is doing with this video and the changing clothes and I want to go work at Walmart. I want mission accomplished. I'm not going to work at Walmart, but I can be a greeter, because I'm not going to go that far.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go that far. So I'm saying that.
I almost accepted an internship with him.
You probably should have.
I was offered, but I think it was on Mondays only, and I'm definitely in the classroom on Mondays. Gotcha. And I was like,
gotcha. Yeah. So that's the feeling that you want to give, because you listen, if I was a CNA, I would turn that 60 to 30 real quick.
Yeah.
I would turn that 60,000 people that's in the field to 30 real quick. Go do something else.
Yeah.
That's just the competitor in me. Like, nah, I'm finna trash. I'm finna jump out as a CNA, open my agency, brand the hell out of everything, market the hell out of everything, and I'm gonna make the other 30. Half of that market is gonna feel like I can't compete.
Right.
I'm either or they're gonna come work for me, or they're gonna come work for me. But but you have to go to the distance.
Right.
And I just gave y'all game on what to do.
You did.
Just gave y'all game on what to do. Go the distance. If every particular client that you have, if it's a stroke survivor, if it's a heart attack survivor, if it's a amputee, if it's a dementia, whatever it is, show me how you gonna care for my person. Show me how you gonna care for him. You show me how you gonna care for him, and you got my business.
I gave him the game in the book, my book From Student to Teacher. I talk about how I went from a bum to a CNA student, then LPN, then now I have one breath CNA, and we started with CNA, and now we have medical assistant, phlebotomy, and we're not gonna stop. Yeah, and I started as a CNA. The stuff I'm telling you, trying to get across to you, I didn't have a goal, a roadmap. I was just trying to
figure it out.
Some paid training,
figure it out. Same. I didn't set out to be the branding department. I didn't set out to be. No, I set out to create. Okay. I did music before this, so this is music evolved.
Okay.
It's the next level of music. I'm not on nobody's stage with a mic in my hand anymore. Instead, I am putting my clients on a stage, and I'm using the same creative gifts, the same, you know, it's the same thing. It's just evolved. This creativity, it's all it's just creativity evolved. So you're absolutely right, man. You're absolutely right.
What are some of the your pet peeve branding mistakes that you see out here, and how can the average person avoid? Because sometimes the best way to learn is by making the mistakes.
Falling down.
For our viewers, we can help them avoid some of those mistakes, and they'll be further along in their journey.
Absolutely. So we talked about the first step. Let me go to my notes. Hold up.
Okay, take your time.
Make sure I'm on point. Okay, so we talked about the first one earlier. Shortcuts. Avoid shortcuts. Okay. It's easy. They're easy. Shortcuts are easy. They're cheap. Shortcuts look easy. Shortcuts look cheap. Fiverr for your logos. Lenza for your photos.
In my experience, the shortcuts end up costing more and taking longer when you got to go back and do it the right way anyway.
Absolutely. And you're right. Every time. And the reason why is because you took the shortcut to get whatever it is you want. Let's just say logo. I keep touching the logo. You went to Fiverr. You love your Fiverr logo. You love the fact that you only pay $5 for it more. You jump into business. You've got your website. You got your EIN. You got your bank account. You got everything, right?
Ready to go.
You ready to go. You jump into business. You're serving clients. 6 months in, 7 months in, you're online, and you see your same logo. You see your same logo. Hell, you may even see the same name of your business with the extra I. You know what I'm saying? Or extra one breath. CNA has got 2 E's in it. You may see that. And you went to Fiverr. They got the same. They did the same thing that you did.
Yep.
And it's 1,000 of them that did it. And you get lucky if they in your city. You know what I'm saying? You get lucky if they in your area. But so now you, in order to stand out and not be confused with what they doing over at One Breath CNA, you have to change the name of your business. Now you got to change it. Now you got to change your logo. Now you got to change all of your marketing material. Now you got to change everything, and you got to go get a trademark so that this doesn't happen again.
Right.
So yes, the shortcut is more expensive and it takes longer. It takes extremely longer. The next thing that people do is underestimate the process. People get into business and I see people like you, and I see people like me, and I see people like Lamar, and I see people like Key, and I think it's easy. Oh damn! I knew Will. Will was a C student in school. Man, I could run circles around this dude in this business. Where, man, that's all I got to do. And they jump out there and they underestimate the process, and they fail miserably.
Yeah.
Miserably. I've been working with, and I hope they don't get mad when they see this. I've been working with tons of entrepreneurs, 4 or 5 in particular, over the last 4 or 5 months.
Okay.
And I give them this package. It comes with photos. It comes with video. And the video is really what you did. Hey, Jarvis, give me top three things, da 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 da. And so when I ask these people, what are the top 3 things, top 3 reasons why such and such and such and such, they struggle. They struggle. And it's because they underestimated the process. I'll be like, hey man, you got your notes, you got your stuff for your video? Yeah. Man. Yeah. Come up here. Crickets. Hey, you got a teleprompter? hey, can you write this down on the board for me? Wow. And so now I'm holding up a board right here. I'm holding up a board. They're reading. You can see in the video that they're reading. What are they doing? Taking a shortcut. You can see in the video that they're reading, because if they were clear about what they were doing, they would know what these things are. You see in the video that they're reading. So now we shot this video with them reading, because they don't believe that it looks the way it looks. I take it home. I edit it. I waste my time editing it. I can't even use it. Can't even freaking use it.
Yeah.
Because they took shortcuts and they underestimated the process.
Yeah.
Treat this thing like
I've seen me try to do it. When I started this podcast, I'm gonna have chat write me a podcast, and I'm gonna read it like I'm talking.
Yep.
Ain't no way.
Ain't no way.
It don't sound like me. It don't look like me. It ain't me.
Nope. Don't work like that. It's shortcuts to cut you short.
Every time.
Shortcuts.
Before I forget, I know we was talking about our pet peeves and mistakes, but really quick, help me reiterate to these people, our fabulous listeners, the logo you create for your business is not for you personally.
Oh God. Yeah. The hell, that's the biggest.
Nobody cares about your favorite color.
Nobody cares. That was the name of my podcast before it was Making the Brand. It was Nobody Cares. Nobody
get back on that.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. So listen, and this could be the third point too, because this is another mistake that people make when they get in business. They make businesses for their family, they make businesses for their friends, they make businesses for them. Right? And what do you mean by that, Jarvis? So they go out, they create this logo, they name the business Pam's Hands.
Okay.
Or the Hands of Pam, right?
Okay.
It's the CNA company. The Hands of Pam. The colors are red and black.
Okay.
The colors are red, black, and yellow.
Okay.
All right. And so you sit down with Pam's Hands and you ask, so how did you come up with the name of Pam's Hands? Oh, that's my mom's name. Oh, who's your mom? Pam. What'd your mom do? She played table tennis. She had great hands playing table tennis. And she died, and I wanted to make a business that honored her. That's commendable. It's commendable. It's respectable. I get it. To your clients, it has nothing to do with anything, and they don't care about Pam or her hands.
Nope.
Now, if you had some crazy story where Pam was a CNA and she was well known in the community and she had a reputation for putting her hands on people and healing them and taking them from the deathbed to walking again, and she was known for this, name your business Pam's Hands.
Damn right.
Name your business Pam's Hands. So then we get to these colors, red, black, yellow. Why in the world would we combine these 3 colors? You Pam's Hands, yellow jackets. Like what are we doing? Are you playing football? Are we joining a men's league after this? The colors, our brand colors, say so much to our audience. They say so. I was working with a daycare and her colors were red and black. I said, lady, nobody is sending their kids in here. It looks like the Falcons training facility. Nobody's sending their kids in. So, and she had to understand that when I bring my kids somewhere, it needs to be friendly. It needs to be bright. It needs to be fun. I need purples. I need pinks. I need blues. I need greens. I need yellows. I don't want to see red and black. Those are war colors.
Right.
Those are war colors. So if I'm Pam's Hands and I'm red, black, and yellow, what am I saying to my audience? Oh, those are my favorite colors. So what?
Good for you.
Good for you. These businesses are not for your And so this goes back to, remember we talked about the quarterback who had all that notoriety in high school? That's the mentality. They want to show their peers that they have a business. And this business is representative of what I like and what I want versus what my clients like and what my clients want, because that's who you're building this business for. If your logo doesn't speak to your clients, get another logo. If your brand colors, and now people don't understand, we have a thing called color psychology.
Right.
And colors have meanings. Colors, every single color, every single shade has a meaning. And so if the colors of your brand, if the meaning of the colors in your brand don't align with the vision of your business, you got the wrong colors. Red and black and yellow for a CNA brand probably ain't it. You probably want to go somewhere along the greens, the whites. The greens are for health. Green is typically a health. If you look at hospitals, they're typically some green with some shades of blue. Blue equals trust. Right. So in the CNA game, if I'm coming to your house, chances are you might not be there when I get there. You need to trust me. Right. You need to be able to trust me. So, and then I need to know that you're going to provide healthy, clean care. That's where the greens come in at. Right. And then if I want to tap some yellow in there, I'm going to be creative or whatever. But different colors have different meanings. If the colors of your business or your brand don't represent what you do, or it's for you and you're wasting your time if it's for you. So yeah, I see that. That is the biggest thing. I see that all the time where people will come to me and say, well, I picked these colors because they're my favorite colors, or they're my mom's favorite colors. And nobody cares about your mom. Right. I hate to say it, but nobody cares about your mom.
It's the truth.
Nobody cares about your mom except you.
Right.
Yeah. So those are the three. Underestimating the process, shortcutting, and just really getting in the business, and not removing ourselves from the business. The business is for your client. The business is for the brand is for your client. The brand is to speak to your client, not to speak to you. And I think if people will follow those three rules starting out, they'll be in good shape. Avoiding those three things, they'll be in good shape.
For those who made it this far in the video, bro, I want you to give them a gem that the other people who dropped out early ain't gonna get. We're talking about social media as an asset. For many of us, it's a distraction, a time killer. I got a few minutes. I'm just gonna scroll through your favorite social media site right quick. Next thing you know, 50 minutes done went past. You could have read a whole book, a self-help book.
True.
You could have filled out an application to get your home care started, but you've been on TikTok watching other creators make money.
Yep.
So help us how to use this as a tool and not a distraction.
Social media is funny. Excuse me. Social media is fun and games until, like, I don't know about you, but I would say that about 90% of my income is generated from social media.
About the same.
So for me, if you ever see me playing games on social media, it's pure strategy.
Yeah.
It's pure strategy. I am never getting on social media spilling my guts about anything. I am never getting on social media to complain. I'm never getting over there to profess my love. If you see those things from me, bet your bottom dollar it is strategy.
Pure engagement.
Pure engagement, pure strategy. If you ever see me post a chick and I ain't married, pure engagement, pure strategy. If you ever see me complaining, talking trash, if I am being negative about something, because I try to stay positive. If you see me, I think I made a post. I said Papa from The Chi is probably the worst actor in the history of actors.
It's flooded.
I still got messages in my spam folder. I still got messages in my spam folder from people trying to kill me, crucify me for talking about Papa. Not too much on Papa. Papa's terrible. Right. But that's where I got. So social media is an amazing tool, and if you use it properly, it's word of mouth times a million. It's word of mouth times a million. You do a great job. You're engaging. You're entertaining. You're fun. Will is hella funny on social media.
Right.
It's all strategy. Now, a lot of Will is still crazy, so a lot of it all makes sense. But he's hella funny on social media. But it's all for engagement.
Exactly.
It's all for, so you must use social media to your advantage. Don't get on there to air out your baby daddy. Don't get out there to air out your baby mama. Don't get on there to talk about the Bloods and the Crips. Don't nobody care. You get on there and you generate traffic. Because Facebook is paying for lunch for me every month, a few days, a few lunches.
Nice.
Now, and it used to then be like that. So now, like, when that Papa post went up, Facebook paid for dinner for a couple of nights. It paid for dinner. So I'm telling you, keep it clean.
Okay.
Keep it clean. And I got a formula for some viral stuff, but keep it clean. And there's people like personal stuff, people like professional stuff, people like a hint of drama, people like motivation. There's times a day. You got to master the times a day. And once you get in Will's coaching program, we're gonna talk about it. I'm gonna come in. We're gonna do a course, not a course. We're gonna do a training, a
workshop,
workshop, and I'm gonna show y'all the times a day to post and what to post during those times a day. And you can totally maximize social media. And dude, I make 6 figures off social media. You know what I'm saying? Off social media alone, not to mention the word of mouth that I get. You know what I'm saying? But off social media alone, I generated a 6-figure income. So I have to be there. You have to be there. Entrepreneurs, you got to be there. CNA, you got to show up. You just got to maximize the time that you're there. Like, don't waste the time. Like, I wait, God, when I die and go to heaven, God gonna say, you spent a lot of time on social media, bro. You spent a lot, but I wasn't on there doing a whole lot of horsing around. And Will, I don't know if this has happened to you, but when I get on there and I get to clowning too much, Facebook could tell you, hey, this is not permitted. And we're going to adjust your reach for the next 7 to 14. Let your money get messed up clowning on social media.
I didn't know that.
Man, what? We'll talk about it offline. You say the wrong. I think it was a basketball video or something, and there was a WNBA chick or some chick at LA Fitness going crazy on these dudes. And I said, I will beat her ass.
Done. Does not abide by the guidelines of our platform.
Man, fried me for 14 days. 14 days.
That was the 14 days was the warning.
Well, no, yeah, that was the warning. 14 days of limited
monetization.
Reach. Yeah, no monetization and limited reach, which means when I'm making my post, usually when I make a post, it's going to hit 15,000 people.
Right.
200, 300 people, 400 people tops during that time. So yeah, you get the clowning too much, and they'll put that belt to you.
They're happy, right?
Yeah, they'll let you know, hey, bro, this ain't what this. And that reminds me, I tell myself, I'm being too human. When I get to doing like that, I'm being too human. When things on social media start to bother me, and I want to be
fell in the trap.
Fell in the trap.
That's why they built it.
Yep, fell in the trap. Now some of y'all can do it, this clowning all day and don't care if you get banned. You'll create another account and just do it again all over again. But when your money, when 90% of your 6-figure income is coming from this place, you can't afford to have your reach affected for 14 days. That kills your money.
Yeah,
that kills your money.
Bro, this was been a dope episode, bro. I don't even want to let you go, but I know my phone ain't stopped ringing since we got on. I know yours probably doing jumping jacks over there.
Right here, oh God.
So tell these folks how to get in touch with you, man. Because after they finish wherever they at in their journey, when they come to get this coaching, where they come get this certification, they're gonna need a way to separate themselves from the average from their classmate. Because at that it's all love in the classroom, but after we graduate, it's a competition now.
It's competition.
You got to separate yourself from everybody else. How they gonna get in touch with Jarvis?
Well, first, I'm glad you said that about competition. I hate this narrative of collaboration over competition. We have to collaborate somewhat, but after we collaborate, we got to go compete against the other folks that are collaborating, right? So keep in mind, I'm a competitor. I'm trying to. Anyway. So once you graduate from Will's coaching program, once you graduate from One Breath CNA certification, come see us at Brand New Consulting Group. What we do is we work with high-powered entrepreneurs, and you don't have to be high-powered when you come to us. You just have to aspire to be high-powered, right? we work with them. We help them attract their ideal client. We help them sell higher ticket items. We help them multiply their income. So if you want to get to the money a little bit faster, you want to secure more money, get there faster. You want to not charge 15. This is the cheat code.
Yeah.
This is the cheat code to getting more money faster. Graduate from Will CNA school. Come see us. Let us do your branding. Let us do your marketing. Let us do your videos. Let us do your website. Let us do your photos. Let us do your marketing. And I guarantee you won't have to settle for $15 an hour.
Right.
You can jump straight to the $40 an hour because people will believe that you are the creme de la creme. This is the best in the business. And you just started.
Yeah.
And you just started.
That's so good.
That's what branding does for you. It accelerates your path. So no, you don't have to settle for the $15 an hour. You can jump right to the top of the list with the now. Once you're there, now it's up to you to stay there.
Okay.
That's good because these are the things that we're going to teach you: the great customer service, the intangible things, the being polite, the being yes sir, no sir, yes ma'am, no ma'am. Those things are the things that Will is going to teach you during the class, during the certification course, to keep you at that $45, $50 an hour, right? And then what are these people going to do? Oh my God, my grandmother just came down with dementia. Oh, I got the perfect person for you. So now we're talking word of mouth.
Yeah.
In collaboration with what you're doing on social media, it's lights out, man. So this is the cheat code to getting to the money faster.
Yeah.
Branding is the cheat code. It's the cheat code. So if you are looking to take your business to the next level, if you're looking to start your business and you want to leapfrog, if you want to leapfrog 45,000 of the 60,000 that are already in it, come see us. Come see us. I'm sorry.
If I'm comfortable with being average, do I need to even come see you?
Don't call me.
Because you don't take everybody, do you?
I don't work with everybody. I work with high-powered entrepreneurs.
Okay.
So, and again, I put that disclaimer in there. I work with high-powered entrepreneurs, meaning you don't have to come to me high-powered. You just have to come to me with the mentality to be, I want to be high-powered. I have a desire to be high-powered. If you have a desire to be high-powered, we'll get you there. But if you come to me like, I don't know if I'm high-powered or not, chances are you're not.
Okay.
But if you know you're not, but you aspire to be, you're crystal clear. I can work with that. I can't work with the, I don't know if I'm going to be, I don't know if I'm going to be high-powered today. Nah. So after they come through your program, they got their roadmap established. They got their roadmap laid out. We take that into consideration when we're building this brand, when we're building this website, when we're writing this messaging, we're writing this copy. We have all of this in mind, and we are tailoring your brand for what you want, not what you have, but what you want.
Okay.
And once we do that, I'm telling you, you want to get 60,000 people in the game right now. You can leapfrog 45,000 of them, 45,000 of them with legitimate branding and attractive.
So you go to the top 1/3.
Absolutely. Quick. Top 25 percentile. Quick.
Is time still money, or is that an old adage?
Time is still money.
Okay.
Time is still money. Time is still money. It's not an old adage, yeah, because you waste time, you waste some money.
That's a fact.
At that party, I stayed too long. I was wasting money. So yeah.
Hey guys, well, we appreciate you. Again, Behind the Scrubs, Life of a CNA. I am your host, Will Fletcher. We had a dope session with the brand strategist, brand expert, brand savant from Brand New Consulting Group, Mr. Jarvis Relaford. And this is only part 1. He coming back.
We'll be back, gang. We'll be back.